you a little background to Tom. I mean, he was born perfectly normal, full term and what have you. Within about 4 months they realised there was maybe problems there, but we have basically waited 21 years for a diagnosis for Tom. He's always been undiagnosed.
This one.
There you go. Oh, Tom's absolutely unique, aren't you? Tom's a 1 in a million, he really is. He's happy, he's cheerful all the time, he's very, very active. Always on the go, loves to be busy, and just Tom's Tom.
I usually have to do about 8 of these a day, so I open up this small little pot, find little strips in here. I always say the zebra end, so I remember that, it's a good way to remember it. And you take this out, you just fire it. On your finger, squeeze it, and a little bobble of blood will come out. I was diagnosed about year 5 in primary school, and yeah, I was kind of really tired, like constantly, just had no energy at all. So it was like that for about 4 or 5 days, and then we went to the doctors, and then they just said, you might have diabetes, you need to go to the hospital as quickly as possible. So we went to Truro Hospital in the next hour, and then just from there it was meeting like loads of nurses and everything, and then just explaining it to me how it's to do with the pancreas, and the pancreas not working properly and having to do injections and things like that.
Oh, Daniel's enthusiasm for life, I think, is what comes across really. He always goes into life sort of headlong and just immerses himself in things that are going on.
Ellie's had a few struggles in her life, and quite soon after she came to live with us it became quite clear that she really struggled to connect with her emotions and her feelings. She found it quite difficult to show her feelings. The first few weeks she just had a big smile on her face all the time, but we quite quickly realised that that wasn't a very normal situation. Ellie found it very difficult to show empathy for other people.
I went to foster care when I was 7 and I didn't get looked after properly. I felt nervous, I was scared and I didn't know what to expect. I found it hard to say how I was feeling. Before I was adopted, I didn't go to many activities. I struggled a bit in school. I wasn't very confident, and I'd only been in the sea a few times. I like surfing because I find it relaxing. I like being in the sea, and it's a good challenge. But when I'm on the board, I feel really happy. I feel free. I feel alive. I feel energetic.
Before we moved to Devon, we lived in Cumbria. But this is originally my home, so I wanted to get back here. And I was messing about on Facebook one day and found the Wave Project and thought, gosh, that would be excellent for Tom. He would love that because he's always loved the water, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you like being in the water. Very confident in the water. So as soon as I did move down here, I contacted the Wave Project, who were only based in Cornwall at the time. But as soon as they said, right, we're going to set up a new surf club in Bigbury, Tom was there and first on the list and ready to... You were eager, but you were scared, weren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I met Tom from the Wave Project, and I've known him ever since. First time he came down, every weekend he comes down, and yeah, it's just developed from there really. His confidence has developed loads. When he first arrived he was quite quiet and shy, but now he's totally different, really happy, loves getting in the sea.
He met Harry and within 20 minutes Tom was up and standing on the surfboard, which was just brought tears to my eyes, to be honest.
Going along to the Wave project, everyone was just amazingly supportive, and he had a one-to-one on their 6-week initial training session. They are just such a great bunch. Their enthusiasm and their positivity really rubs off on the children. I could see that Daniel began to realise that he still could do things. Life was different and a bit more organisation and planning, but he would still be able to do these things that he wanted to do.
Even then, it's just kind of, I think surfing just makes people positive in general. It's just really calming as well, just being out on the sea and the kind of gentle flow of it and stuff.
So I started the Wave project because my mum thought it might help me, and I'd moved into a new family. I hadn't surfed before. I was really nervous because I didn't know anyone. I was scared that I wasn't going to be any good, but now I really enjoy going, and I like how we all have our own volunteer, and it makes me feel safer.
I noticed that she really seemed to enjoy being in the water and was quite calm when she was in the water. Whenever we'd taken her swimming or she'd been in the sea, she seemed to be at peace. So I really thought the Wave project would be a great thing for her to start, and I was right. So after the first session, Ellie just came out with a massive smile on her face, and she couldn't wait to get back in again. One of the things that we wanted to do when we knew that we were going to become adoptive parents was to make sure that the children that we had an opportunity to try as many different things as they could and to find things that they were passionate about. So I feel really fortunate that already we've been able to find some things that she loves.
When I'm older, I want to do this lifeguard course. I kind of want to be a surf teacher, like in the summer holidays. I want to travel the world surfing.
My plans for the future are definitely to go to college, university, and then from there on at college I'm going to study music production and DJing, because I really enjoy music and things like that, and I'm going to keep playing basketball and keep surfing, definitely.
Tom does go to college 2 days a week and does a life skills course there, so they do a lot of learning about money and travel, how to catch the bus, and you run a little cafe, don't you, on a Thursday? So he does that, but we're in the middle of a transition time, because Tom's obviously 21 now. He's moving out of the education, and it's hard to find what else he's going to do, but he loves to garden, so you're trying to find some more jobs in the garden, aren't you?
Yeah.
Are you going to say anything?
No.
How often do you guys come and do the gardening then? Is it mainly in summer?
Most weekends. Every weekend? There's always something to do here. Yeah. There's never ever run out of jobs, have we, Tom?
No.
Never run out.
He always finds more.
Yes.
More things to
and then we get
do.
When we get cracking on a job, he says, "What are we doing after this?" And then we get on that one, he says, "What are we doing after this?"
So it's getting frightening now with the education. It's been great, but what happens when they leave education? I mean, I can't look after him 24/7. It does frighten me of what might happen when I'm not here. I mean, we're looking at Tom and independent living, but now they've discovered he's got problems with his heart. Maybe that's not an option. I don't know. And the difficult thing with having no diagnosis, or now having one that's so rare, none of the experts can tell us either.
They don't need to tell each other about their problems. They're all there, or challenges or difficulties. They're all there for one reason or another, but they're all there to have fun.
Yeah, I'd have been lost without them, to be honest. It's been a lifeline for me as well, to meet other people in similar situations that kind of understand.
There's parents there that are experiencing good days and bad days like I do, and it's incredibly supportive for parents and families as well, because you don't feel so alone, you don't feel judged or any of the other things that you may encounter in everyday life.
You know, it's not, this Wave project isn't just about the kids learning to surf, it's about us parents meeting each other as well now. Whether it was supposed to be like that or not, that's, you know, it's been wonderful. I've got some good friends because of it now, and we get together outside the Wave project.
Yeah, our thing was just, you know, this is a big responsibility we're taking on kids that have had quite a difficult past, but it's our job to prepare them so that they can have the best future that they can have. And for me, you know, it's about finding things that they're passionate about, and if they can find their passions and the things that they love in life, then hopefully they'll go on and be successful. So.
It's so rewarding to be able to see them achieving something. You know, it's not often we do, so it's a nice, it's just an amazing atmosphere.